Hello, people! I'm not very sure how the weather is like over there for you guys, but it started to get colder here, and it's like after having a long day of class, it's like rainy and like windy outside. I just got back home and I just got a hot shower and changed into my very comfy pajamas, so now I'm ready. So let's get started. I think it's time I should spend more time talking and answering some of the questions I got from you guys, aka my beloved viewers. And there are two kinds of questions that I agree that I should spend more time talking about it. The first one is, um, about Thai grammar and language and some certain words and their meanings and their differences. And the second one is about Thai culture and people and history in general. To get to know about Thailand and but very recently I got a chance to talk to one of my friends who we watched a show called 90 Day Fiance together. If you guys know what I'm talking about, but if you never heard of this show, just go and Google it, like TLC, 90 Day Fiance, and you know what I mean. Anyway, after scrolling through the comment section, I saw that lots of people talk about how Thai people adore white, and how Thai female like love white farang or like foreigners. And my friend asked me what I think about it, and you know is whether it's true or not. So I think it's interesting to talk about it. But first of all, I have to say that this is how I feel. This is from my personal experience, so it doesn't mean that all Thai thinks the same, or this is like the solid answer for every single Thai female. Okay, so if you have any different experiences or story to share, just feel free to do it. If you want to discuss with me, just you're always welcome. But okay, let's get started. Okay, I talk about my personal background and experience first. I lived in Bangkok, and I was born there, and I lived there all my life. So most of my friends, they also live and born, and they were just like a true Bangkokian. And when I went to school, I always made fun of my skin complexion so much. I was made fun so much that I cried a lot in school, especially in primary school, because they always call me idam. If you know what it means, it's like blacky, like black. And they always said like, oh, you're so ugly, you're so black, you don't have a boyfriend, like no one will ever like you, and that kind of stuff. And sometimes I just laughed it off. Sometimes I like just cry. Sometimes I went back home and I cried alone. Sometimes I cry in the shower and like trying to scrub my skin so I can get whiter and things like that. Oh, such a bad childhood memory. Anyway, um, and I had some friends who not as white as the majority of people in the class, and we talked about it. And some of my friends told me that she hoped that when she grew up she want to get married with white people. And when my friends talk about white people, she doesn't mean that white as farang, like foreigner, like European people, but she talk about having a lighter skin complexion. Like that guy can either be Chinese, like Japanese, Korean, doesn't matter, as long as they have lighter skin complexion is fine. Because she thinks that we were always made fun of being black, and it's not very nice. So if we can have or get married with people who have lighter skin complexion, then our kids can have lighter skin complexion, so they wouldn't end up having the same experiences like that when we were in school. Sad but true, but that is how it's like in Thailand. Lots of people assume that being white equals to being beautiful or being good looking. If you don't agree with this, you can watch our TV, you can go to any department store, or you can go to 7-Eleven. We have many of them, and you see that we have so many bleaching skin products. I think it's like Asian things. Because I have some friends from like Korea and Japan, and now I live in Taiwan as well, and I know that how they like crazy about being white. And I think it is sad, because as a person who growing up in Thailand, and we were making fun of our skin complexions, and we are not a homogeneous society. We have people who look very different from all parts of Thailand, people in the north, in the south, like, but it's sad that we cannot appreciate different kinds of beauty. We have a very narrow beauty perception. And when I was young, the only role that I saw on TV that people who looked like me had was uh like cleaning ladies, like maid. And sometimes we had some other roles, but like uneducated people, or like farmers, or like thieves, and criminals, and that kind of thing. So apart from being called idam, sometimes I got like other nicknames, like Mia Jones, like thief's wife, because thieves usually you see that the criminals have like darker skin complexion, so people like me will be like a person who play at like those thief wives. So that's like my other nickname in school. I know it's mean, but when I looked back, I wouldn't want to blame them because that's the only thing my friends, my classmates, they saw on TV. And even now, we have more people who look different, and we have more of varieties of actors and actresses on TV. But you can see that, when we talk about Miss Thailand and like Miss Teen Thailand, and you will see that most of them are half Caucasian. Okay, I can understand if they were born and raised in Thailand. Sometimes they can, born somewhere else, but if they lived in Thailand for like 10 years or like half of their life and they speak Thai very well and they understand Thai culture, either they went to international school or like local Thai school, I have no problem with that because once we join this kind of beauty competition, we want to find someone who Thai people think beautiful and you can go out there and represent our culture and country. Then if you can speak the language, you understand the culture, then it's fine. But sometimes we got some Thai people who were born and raised somewhere else, like the US or like, other countries. They sometimes cannot speak a word in Thai. Sometimes they can speak a little bit. Sometimes they, just doesn't know a thing about Thailand. This is like their first time ever visiting the country. And I just don't get it. Sometimes they won. And people will be like, oh, they're so beautiful and they speak English so well. So when they, go outside, they can represent our country because they can speak English. But sometimes I don't understand, like, you don't have to be able to speak English that well to represent the country. For me, I see lots of other countries and they send someone that maybe their English isn't that good, but you can use translator. Sometimes they have like very thick accent, it's fine, but it's like, you represent your own country, you understand how it's like to be a person from that country. But if you only have Thai passport, it doesn't mean that you can represent Thai. That's how I feel. Maybe it's sad because I hope that people who looks like me or at least looks something else, like, maybe like people from the south, from different part of Thailand can have a chance to go and take that place. I hope that being able to speak English is not the only criteria, or looking like farang, looking like Caucasian is the only criteria we judge whether someone can represent our country or not. It's just sad. Like we want someone who go and represent our country. We didn't looking for someone to go and take IELTS exams. So what about it? Anyway, okay, so come back and talk about whether it's true that lots of Thai people, adore farang. Uh, when I think of people who, getting married to foreign people, I don't think that maybe that's their only type, but maybe sometimes, you probably have a chance to go and study abroad or you work in an international company and you, like, those are people who have a chance to, work with and something like that. So sometimes people just fall in love and that's it. Maybe it's not that type, but there are some people who are attracted to white people and there's nothing wrong about it. At least that's how I feel. I don't think that your type, you attracted to people from your own races or like some certain races, and that is called racist. For me, it's just like people. It's just preferences. Like it's like I enjoy drinking tea and you like drinking coffee. It's just that. And I have to say that there are some people who like falang because they think that foreigners are richer. They think of being white as having money. So sometimes some people, they are not attracted to the look, but they attracted to the dreams that they have of getting married to foreign means they have better life, they have money, they will have, like luxurious lifestyle. And that's sad because not all foreign have money, and sometimes foreign that came to Thailand, not all of them have lots of money. So, but compared to some people who, live in like very poor. Okay, I don't want to use the word poor. Like maybe some certain area in Thailand. No matter how rough your life is in your own country, compared to them, you still have better life. You afford to travel here. You afford to go to like bars, and you afford to you can afford like many things that those people cannot afford. But I wouldn't say that that's the only reason why all Thai people are attracted to white people. So everybody have their own preferences. Everybody have different way of life. Everybody have different idols, and you know, sometimes we growing up watching many Hollywood and like American movies and things like that. So maybe that's why lots of people think that that is equals you being handsome or beautiful. So there's so many reasons and things behind it. But I would just have to say that that's not true for all Thai people. And those people out there who think that, oh, because you are white or you are farang and now you can come to Thailand and you can get any woman that you want, that's not the truth. That's not the case. That's not always true. It also depends on what kind of women you're looking for. If you don't really, you know, have to be person who like want to have like a decent conversation or like you be able to speak, then you can just go and okay, I have to admit that we still have like prostitution even though it's illegal, but it's something that is a fact and I have to admit it. And I know if you think that for you, then as long as you have money, you can get any girl you want. But it might not mean that you can get a high quality girl. I think that's a fact. And I hope that you agree with that. Anyway, I hope that makes sense, and I hope you understand why sometimes I get so angry when I see the comments about how some people think that because they are Farang and they can, you know, do anything in Thailand and every girl will like them just because they have lighter skin complexion. That's not always true. Okay, I hope you enjoy the video. Anyway, I will love to hear your personal experiences or your ideas, and feel free, you know, to let me know. Or yeah, if you have any Thai friends or any Thai person in your friend circle, please give them some compliments. Please don't let them think that being Thai with like, you know, different kind of skin color shades means they're ugly. Tell them they're beautiful, please. They would appreciate it. Okay. Bye guys. Thank you.